Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you my summer TBR, and my TBRs this year are quite ambitious because I am trying to achieve a 0 TBR, but it's just not going so well. Like whenever Christmas and my birthday roll around, I just ask for too many books and then I'm just right back where I started. So this is gonna be a bit of an ambitious TBR. I'm definitely not going to get to all of these books, unfortunately, but I just wanna kind of select the books that are on my physical TBR and on my mental TBR for the year that I think will fit well into the summertime, that just give me the summer vibes, and I'm very excited to share these books with you. So I'm gonna start with the fantasy books, and I want to start with the books that I don't own physically so I don't forget about them. But there are two series that I want to get to this summer. The first one being the Drowning Empire series, which has just recently been finished, and I think it sounds perfect as an audiobook series for summer for me personally. So the books I want to read for that are The Bone Shard Daughter, The Bone Shard Emperor, and The Bone Shard War, and I'm very excited. I hope I can get started with these at the end of July, hopefully, so we'll see. I'm very excited. And then the other series I wanna try, and I'm not quite sure whether I will try the audiobooks or whether I will get the ebooks, but it is the Founders Trilogy. So that is Foundryside, Shorefall, and Loglands. And this series, I don't really know what to expect. I have heard quite high praise about it from some people, but then I'm just never quite sure whether this will fit my actual reading taste, so we'll see. But as I said, I think I'll probably get them in a digital format because I'm not confident enough to buy the actual books, but I'm still excited to give it a try, and hopefully I will really enjoy it because I'm not in the mood to read 3 books that I don't like. So fingers crossed for that. And that's for my mental TBR. I do a list of series and books I want to read in a year at the beginning of the year, and so this is from that TBR. Now we're moving on to the books I actually own, and some of these I have owned for quite a long time and I still did not manage to read them yet. And the first one is a good example for that, and the last fantasy book on my summer TBR, and that would be The Children of Húrin by Tolkien. This is one of those stories that is originally in the Silmarillion, but they made a complete book out of that just goes into this tale a little bit deeper. And I do want to read these at some point, but I just never feel inspired to pick them up, which is a horrible thing to say because I consider myself quite the Tolkien fan. And it does have the most beautiful illustrations by Alan Lee, so yeah. Okay, moving along, the next book that I have I would categorize more as mystery thriller books, and the first one is a classic. I actually don't know what the English title is. Peril at End House by Agatha Christie. My grandma got this for me so many years ago, and it is such a short book and I still have not read it. But in July there's a readathon all about short books, so maybe it will finally be time for this. And then one book I definitely want to get to this year because, again, I have been putting it off for too long, but I recently reread one of the books in this series that I had read before, and it just got me so excited again. So I want to ride that wave and I want to get to this book, and that is Grave Secrets by Katie Reichs. This is, I think, the 5th book in this series that follows Temperance Brennan, and this is the book series that the TV show Bones is based on, even though they are very, very, very different. But I do enjoy the books a whole lot, so I want to continue on with that. Then these other books are more like general fiction, I guess. With some, I actually have no idea what they are actually about. As with this first one, which one of my friends gave me to read. And what is the English title of this? The 5 People You Meet in Heaven. Now this is a title that does not intrigue me at all. I don't believe in heaven, and I do have issues with books about like heaven and spirituality and stuff like that. So I don't know if I will actually enjoy this, and that's why it's just been sitting on my shelves. But again, this might fit the readathon in July, so I hope I can give it a try for that. We'll see. Then another book I've had for so long, it is The Next Step in the Dance by Tim Gautreaux. It is quite hefty and I have no idea what this is about. I got this in a moth box so many years ago, like that does not exist anymore. But yeah, it's still on the TBR. Another moth box book, so equally long on the TBR, is The Handworth Times by Sharon Dougal. And again, no idea what this is about. It's just one, when I look at this cover, it's given me nothing. So yeah, it's just been sitting here waiting for its time. Then a book I'm very excited to get to, and I need to read this summer because there's also like a winter version that I want to read in winter, but this one is the first. So that is Blackout by a couple of authors. We have Danielle Clayton, Nick Stone, Tiffany D. Jackson, Ashley Woodfolk, Angie Thomas, and Nicola Yoon. And this is a YA book that has 6 short stories by each of these authors. That sounded wrong, like it's 6 stories in total. And yeah, I think it's just YA love stories of black characters during a blackout in summer. Another book, I have no idea what it's about. Again, one of my friends gave it to me. And this one is Gacha Gocha by Vivek Shanbhag. And I have no idea, but it is very short, so it could work for the readathon I was talking about. And yeah, it's just time to give it a try. I think this is like a Indian family drama, but then it's so short, so that kind of, I don't know, we'll see. And then another one I'm so excited about. I can't wait to read this. This is Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng. I loved her first book. I need to catch up, so I just need to read this book. I also haven't seen the show because I'm like one of those people that always want to read the book first. So yeah, I really want to get to this summer. And then lastly, we have 3 non-fiction books. Now the next one was also a gift by my grandma, and I have no idea what to expect from this. But this is a German memoir called Heimat deine Sünde by Horst Lapp. The cover is horrendous, but I always wanted to do a vlog where I read the ugliest books on my shelf, and so this is waiting for that vlog. Then we have one that I definitely want to get to, but I'm not quite sure if right now is the right time because I want to give it like my full attention when I read it. And that is Me and White Supremacy by Laila F. Saad. And yeah, I really want to get to this, but my head is just constantly at work, thinking about work stuff, so it wouldn't be fair to read it right now. And then lastly, another gift that I don't know whether I will like it. It does sound intriguing, but then also could be really bad. I don't know. It's called 3 Cups of Tea by Greg Mortensen and David Oliver Rellin. And this is again a memoir about, I think, a mountain climber kind of dude who then starts helping like very remote Pakistan villages to build schools and stuff like that. So as I said, it could go either way. I hope it's good, but I'm always a little bit suspicious with these kinds of books. And in theory, that would be the TBR. Now, I want to make it a little bit more difficult for myself because actually in spring I already read one of the books that I had thought I would put on this TBR. So I'm switching out one of the books so I can get to one of my spring books that I did not yet get to. And I have 2 contenders for that, and I actually want to read both of these this year really, really bad. So it's one of these 2. It's either Remarkably Bright Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt, or Soul of an Octopus by Cy Montgomery. Probably both, to be honest, because I'm doing an octopus vlog. So yeah, those will go on there as well. Okay, so now while this might not look so bad, remember that there is 6 big fantasy books that I don't own physically. And so suddenly it does look quite bad. But that is my summer TBR. Even though it is ambitious, I'm very excited. I can't wait to get to a lot of these fantastic books, and then I'll share with you a wrap up when summer is over. Also, my spring wrap up will come very soon to let you know how horribly I failed, maybe, in spring. And yeah, that's it. So let me know what book you're most excited to read about this summer, or to read this summer, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!